Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Smart Poker YouTube channel and another episode of Misspelled, Sndazed, and Confused. Number 125, labeled up as the Artmann seed giveaway, and our seeds are started. And I didn't get a chance to put my camera up in time. So we're going to paste in this for everybody. As always, my wife, Crispy Wannabe's, here is with me. She's trying to finish up her piece of toast. So I want to give her a second. I'll see if I can't get that link to pin real quick. There's Artmann. What's up, buddy?
Did you bring enough toast for everyone?
Man,
I do have enough toast for everyone.
Indeed.
Come on over and get a slice.
Hey, I got some audio here going. Hang on a second. Damn, that stinks. Okay. So for some reason, I got YouTube up. And this, can you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay. I can't have YouTube and StreamYard at the same time. I got two voices.
Yeah, it starts to get your feedback.
Yeah, I noticed that. So I'll see if I can do it on my tablet instead. How's it going?
Good, man. Real good. How about you?
I'm doing real good. Everything is clicking good. Everything's fine. So, hey, Jace. What's up, buddy? Holy cow, look at that jungle. Oh, my God. Is that Tarzan?
That one is Laughing Buddha in the front. She's the soul.
I said, is it Tarzan? It's the jungle. Never mind.
And the jungle, yeah. I got my wife Jane out there. She's ready. What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. I feel ill-prepared today. I'm rushing around. I got joint rolled. There's XYZ Vector, too.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Big A. What's up, buddy?
Good to see you.
There, you can look at a brick wall.
The brick wall.
Ooh, pretty.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Damn, look, Jace, you got jungle in there. That's almost ready to harvest, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the Laughing Buddha in the front. That's the farthest one behind. I got the two behind it, the Blue Dream and Acapulco Gold. I just checked the trichomes right before the show, and it looks like I'm hoping next weekend I can chop those two down. They're getting closer. Starting to get some milky, mostly milky.
Okay.
Nice. So we're still on a quest to see if the breeder's flowering time matches what Jace experienced.
Yeah, so I'm on coming up on week 11 from Flip, and Blue Dream and Acapulco. Well, Blue Dream's supposed to be a 9 to 11 week, and then Acapulco's 9 to 10 week. So they're right there. So I would say that would be more from Pistol. I always go from Pistol when I'm reading in, the breeder's harvest times, flowering times. Because usually they don't label that or specify that, so it's an assumption of mine.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, what was their recommended growth time?
Blue Dream was 9 to 11 weeks, and Acapulco Gold is 9 to 10 weeks. So I'm on week 10 from Flip, 10 and a half from Flip. But
Okay.
I guess that would be more like week 9 from Pistol. 9-ish, 9 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm right there. Yeah, so they're looking, like I said, I just checked them, and they're getting milky. I still got a fair amount of clears in there, though, so I'm not going to, it's still too soon, in my opinion. I'm going to wait. I like to get them as milky as I can without getting too many ambers in there.
Gotcha.
And then I'll have to, I'm checking on my my jack. I got it drying in the tent now, and it's starting to get there. Let's see, tomorrow will be 7 days. So I'm hoping within the next 3 or 4 days. I like to go 10 to 14 days. I figure if my climate's been on point, it should take 10 to 14 days. At least that's been my experience. I don't like going anything less than 7 days. In my situation, I just feel like that's too fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll clear that out. I don't know how I'm going to fit 2 plants in that little 2x4. It's going to be like Tetris, but I'll make it work.
Yeah, it will be like Tetris.
Because I got one in there now, and it's taking up a good chunk of the tent already. Of course, I could have chopped them down a little bit more and saved some space in there. I got those little satellites. I can do 2 tiers on those.
Okay.
Looks good, man. I was going to ask you how your drying tent feels. So you're thinking it's got another 3 days or so, 4 days before it's ready?
Yeah, on the bigger buds, they're actually the sugar leaves are starting to get a little crispy. But some of the smaller ones, that it's kind of the way I've got my fan set up in there too. So they're probably getting a little bit more air. I don't have anything blowing directly on it, but you know the way it bounces off the wall and the floor, it's probably getting more air in that little location. So yeah, like I said, probably about 3 or 4 more days at least, and then I'll get them out. I got my curing buckets cleaned out, and then probably start trimming on it. That'd be nice just to trim 1 plant at a time versus having to do 2 pounds at one time.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah.
I get a little overwhelming.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Isoniced quote from the chat says, just tending to my meat. I'll pop on in a bit.
Nice. What do you think he's cooking? A steak or chicken?
Oh, cooking. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, smart. Okay, we see where you're at today. Crispy.
Oh wait, he's got tenderized it first, right? So you got to pound it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's got to get smacked in the back of the head. Crispy, you're the only one here. Sorry, Smart. It's just a logistics. Nobody can touch XY. Nobody can touch it. And nobody can touch
Ow.
me.
Oh, well, she actually did it.
Oh,
that's
CJ's, huh? Okay.
Just saw I had one. I saw I had a man down. I got to tie it up.
Oh,
Well, it really
That's
puts in
rough.
perspective how big your plant is. It looks so much bigger with you standing next to it.
I'm short. I'm only like 3 foot tall. No, I'm just yeah, these were good. These are probably close to 5 foot tall plants, but I've got that my tent's up on that platform I built, so it's another foot off the ground from there.
Yeah, but I mean, those buds are like half the plant.
Oh, yeah.
Some of
They're
them colas. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting huge. I was kind of worried about those blue dreams in the back because, man, they're like fist size. I'm just bud rot. It's like the worst thing. You get some nice ass buds like that, and bud rot come in and just wipe them out.
Yep.
See, here's a good example of I see a lot of this is why I tell people you don't particularly need under lighting or side lighting. This is a perfect example right here of you're getting what? Those are 18, 20-inch colas stacked all the way down about the same size. You're lighting from the top. It's because you had such a full tent, you didn't waste any light hitting the floor. It was getting soaked up in the canopy somewhere. So you're harvesting all that light. The plant's going to allocate it where it wants to grow, not where it hits the plant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I love to see what you're doing there because it just goes to show that you don't need a whole bunch of extra plugins and lights underneath that can get wet and broke and all this other stuff. It's very capable, just the way it's always been done out from above. Like
Yeah, and see, I was always under the false impression that like you need to defoliate to free it. You want light hitting directly on your bud sites, but that's not the case. That's what I learned from Doc and you guys. You want as many leaves on there as you can. Basically, you don't want, if it's in a vegetative state, if it's growing vertically, then you don't want to cover that top because that'll hinder it. But as far as like covering up bud sites, no, that's not the case. So I leave as much on as I can, unless it's become problematic. You know what I mean, like airflow, or if they're just like leaves laying on top of each other, creating moisture, potential for mold, mildew.
Yeah, I don't see why people like. You see people like just totally cut off the bottoms of their plants. It's really crazy. You can cut all the leaves off.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll strip all the note or the buds, the notes from the bottom, but I'll leave the leaves on there, and I'll leave them on there, even if they're like senescing a little bit. You know, if they're starting to die out, I'll keep leaving them until they're pretty much gone. You know what I mean? As long as they're not like.
Because I see what I know what you mean. Actually, I'll see someone with a 3-foot plant and 1 foot of the lowers is gone, which I understand. But it always makes me think like you could veg less and take less from underneath. So you pretty much, it's like a time waster. You got to have some separation between your. I like to have a nice separation between my substrate and the first set of leaves and/or nodes, but I won't do it like 2 feet up. That just means I could have vegged less time. I like to lose nodes. I like to lose nodes 1 and 2 regardless.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at because my plant count. Well, I was supposed to run 6 in here. I ended up with 4, so I had to veg longer. So that's a lot of the reason why I've got longer. You know, from the bottom or the top of the pot to where actual buds start. You know, I've probably got a good 2 foot there, 1.5 feet.
This is one thing you'll hear in lighting a lot is people they'll quote penetration, but penetration is really not a quantifiable measurement. So there is no penetration. You're lighting at a very well lit spot. The plant's collecting that in all the leaves. And remember, upper leaves are much more photosynthetically capable than lower older leaves. Lower older leaves only receive about 10% light, and it's received as red light due to the filtration of the canopy above it. So by the time they get down there, when I think a lot of times, you know, you want that to filter all the way down through, but it's definitely, I think that's something to keep in mind. Penetration isn't what people think. All you're doing is fully lighting your canopy. The plant's taking all that energy in, and it's going to convert it into biomass the way it sees fit, not based on where the light's hitting. The buds themselves are green, but they contain very little photosynthetic cells, unlike a leaf, which is just built for that. So when you cut away a leaf and expose a bud to it, it may turn brown and it may like seem to mature. But all you're really doing is like you're kind of inundating it with light that it's really not able to handle. And so it just kind of ages, oxidizes, whatever there on the vine. I think it's best to leave them covered up. Now, there is exceptions. You ever see those real strong, big fan leaves and there's like a bud coming up and just literally headbutting it? It's like 2 rams jamming together. I always think like, no, that's not good. But I won't expose like a whole bunch of uppers just so there's a light shaft going down to my lowers. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have them newer, fresher leaves at the top collecting that light.
Yeah, and I like to leave my even the leaves on the bottom. I like to leave them. I'll even let the plant actually make them completely yellow and let them fall off, just because. Remember, it can use the nitrogen and a lot of the nutrients in that leaf. It can relocate it to more productive leaves, and it's much more efficient to do that than it trying to get it from the roots.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for. I mean, there's a great arguments all around for responsible pruning. I think there's a big difference there, you know. And I think it's important to understand what we're doing to the plant, what we're adding or taking away when we do things like that. I've stripped my plants down. I've left a whole bunch of leaves, and I like to find a happy medium. I found that it's real easy for us to overgrow our space, no problem, you know? So you do want to keep managing your humidity, your growth, and all that. A lot of that comes with experience on when to flip and how many plants per square foot and things like that, so that you don't have to run into panic mode or cut out shit that you wanted to keep, but now you don't have the room for it and things like that.
Yep.
You guys want to see my stuff?
Hell yeah.
This is a fat baby fart.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Do you have the link pinned? I want to put it on. I don't see it pinned on my phone.
Oh no, I don't. Good point, man. Let me put that up there again.
Plus, I was at Levels earlier, and I had some audio issues going into the room. So if we do, I will give you a long tour, but I probably won't be saying a lot. There it is. We'll see how it works.
We'll get it pinned this time.
There you go. All right, we got it. Double camera.
Double
I'll show you what's
camera.
going on in
Put
here.
that big. Put this one on.
I almost put the wrong one up.
Okay, what we got here, this is Lemon Hooley. This is one of his testers. He's got strawberry and grape, but this is a lemon. Am I cutting out?
Yeah, so you got your test back and it's feminized.
He is cutting out a little bit. Hey, I think you got both mics on.
Yeah, it's probably trying to noise cancel them out.
Hey, how about that?
That's
Much
better.
Okay, so this one's Lemon Hooley. My buddy Hooley. This one is let me see, I wrote it down here. I always forget. Black cherry garlic crossed with trop cherry from Dean 420. I finally got one of his to grow. I've killed like 3 or 4 of his seeds. I'm really happy about that.
Really? They grow pretty easy for me.
Yeah. Oh, thanks there, Big A.
Sorry.
That's a Bambalam. It won't be here long. I've got clones of that. That's a Flow OG. I've got some clones going over in the cloner there, but okay, here we go. Let's see how this audio goes. Oh, wait a minute.
Wow.
I'll turn off the mini split and the review. Okay.
Wow.
Sounds like a nice waterfall in there, Art.
Oh man, that's nice.
Technical difficulty. There we go. Okay. Now, here we got Puffy D's Golden Slurricane. Thank you, Puffy. It's doing really good, as you can tell.
Puffy's in the chat.
They're
Look at
fat
that photo,
stack.
dude. I talked to him on Cocoa for Cannabis. We had a chat about my wife's pain, and he said he had some pain issues and shared this medicine with me. And I thank him very much. And I'm hoping it is as good a medicine as it looks.
We're having a hard time hearing you, Art, man.
They're fat.
They're fat, but you seem muted. Maybe try the other microphone. Put this microphone on, turn the other one off.
All right. Yeah, this is good.
Try that.
Good Lord.
That golden slurricane is fat.
Try it now.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, am I cutting out at all?
No, you sound good now.
Give you a low tool. Bambalam. Fluffy. Fluffkins.
Boy, that's
a big one.
nice.
I'm not sure if he's, but we can hear. I think he's talking and cutting out. I feel horrible.
I'm just
Nice
looking at
colas.
fat buds and man, they're huge.
Nice work, man. That's going to be a hell of a harvest.
Oh yeah.
That Puffy one, it's built. Can you still hear us, Artmann? All right, let me take him down here so he can readjust.
There we are. Okay.
There, we can hear you
Your
now.
buds are fat and stacked, man. Beautiful in
They
there.
are.
Absolutely
This thing don't-
gorgeous.
This thing don't like too. Anyway, but yeah, they're doing real good. Puffy D's is just kicking butt, isn't it? That thing is so funny, and it's dense. It
looks
solid
like
as
it.
hell. Oh,
You know what?
It is.
The way it was vegging, we all thought that. Remember how it was vegging? Had that stocky build. We said it's going to be able to
The
hold
thick
them
stalk from the
big,
beginning.
hard buds, man.
It would not. I tried to bend it under the scrog. No, there wasn't none of that. It wasn't bending anywhere.
That's what I consider an indica-looking plant. When I think of indica, that's sort of a shorter, stocky, all the way through veg. Lots of nodes, tight nodes. Same kind of bud structure you got there. And hell yeah.
Large colas, absolutely.
Yeah.
So looks good though. Very good.
XYZ, you're still on the road, huh? Globe trotting for another week, ain't it?
Yep. Sorry, man. I'm eating a donut.
Oh, that's all right.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but unfortunately, they're Krispy Kremes, and she makes them too good, so I'm almost eating them all.
Okay, you're hoarding your creams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
XY, we went to the we go get to the fair, and they have maple donuts with bacon on them. So yeah, and the rest of the year we can't find them, so we started buying the ones at Walmart, the maple ones, bring them home, and then when we're making bacon at breakfast, you leave a few extra pieces on, let them get real crispy, bust them up, take one of the ones from Walmart, throw it in the microwave just for like 5 seconds to get that glaze a little bit sticky, and then sprinkle that crunchy bacon over the top. We make them at home now. Dude, I'm addicted to them.
They're so good.
I have to cut
Bacon
out.
and donuts, they go so well together.
It's the maple,
Yeah.
and you know, oh
That
man, I
sounds
have
so
to cut out other things in my life are getting cut out, so I have a sugar allotment for those donuts.
You're like, I'll give up the Coke or the Mountain Dew or whatever flavor you're on for the crispy maple bacon crack donuts.
Oh my god, they're so good. They're
That reminds me of those donut burgers they got where they substitute the bun with a donut on a burger.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
people Homer Simpson or what?
Hey, when you go to the fair, it's all about gluttony, man. You don't care at that point. You want everything deep fried, coated in sugar.
Oh yeah.
They make those those donuts. I believe they serve them in an airport restaurant in Chicago. I'm trying to think if it's which one it is. If it's Midway or the other one. O'Hare. I think it's Midway. Yeah,
They've got this place here. It's called Yonuts, and they have a thing there called a smash donut. So they basically take a donut and they fill it with ice cream, and put all these kind of crazy toppings on it, smash it, like heat it up on the outside, but the ice cream stays frozen in the middle. It's good.
Oh.
Does it come with the insulin shot?
No. Defib, maybe.
Artman,
You're seeing them up, Art.
Yeah.
Is that the Bama Lamb? That's one he was feminizing. I think that's one he sprayed. He's feminizing it.
Yeah, I think so.
He'll come
So
tell
we
us
could
about
get.
it, huh?
Yeah, he. I don't think his phone covers the audio so well.
I was feminizing Flow OG.
Flow OG, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
lots and lots of male flowers though.
Hey, Artman. Remember I told you I had one of my pepper was a foot long. I went outside, measured it. I must have had a lot of pride going in there. It's just barely like 7 3/4, which I'm still very proud of it. But man, when you're standing back in the yard, bro,
Isn't that always how it works though?
I was looking at
So
it.
you
I was
make
like, even if I go from the stem, it's only at the top of the stem. I'm only going to be able to give him a solid 8 1/4.
like we haven't heard that before, ladies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rep, I know. It looks bigger in the mirror. You must make a good fisherman too, huh?
You know, yeah. It's a. We have another one that's got
Oh,
to it, man.
they're big actually.
Another one's it's like
Impressive.
stubby, you know, but it's like a normal pepper, but it's real round, and it's just cool to see them oversized like that in your own garden. It comes with a cool sense of like, I was like, damn, check us out, you know. Hope the neighbors can see that from their porch.
Well, 8 inches is still a huge pepper.
Oh, it's
It is.
massive,
It's so
dude.
big. It really is a
It
big
is.
pepper.
My dad grew these ones called giant Marconis, and I'm telling you, they were every bit a foot, dude. They weren't super huge around, but they were long, man. And these ones here aren't that. They're just called Keystone Giants, which Ross Anate said that he's grown some real big ones off of that plant. But I was impressed, man. It's fun taking those. We stuffed some, and they were speaking about meat. We got 5 hot sausage links down there with hot peppers, onions, and sauce all soaking in the slow cooker. It'll be about 5 hours right after the show with some Italian rolls. We'll wait about a half hour beforehand and just fire in a half a box of penne noodles, let it soak up all the extra liquid and stuff. Then you have a side of pasta right there with your thing all in one. That's one of our favorite things to do in the summer because it doesn't heat the house. I smell it. It's making me hungry. The whole house smells like some old Italian lady's house. You know how that goes.
Making
Oh.
everybody hungry.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm in a
started it with the
sugar
donuts.
high.
It was the donuts.
Yeah, it's my fault. Don't blame me, okay?
No, never.
We started up our tent, man. I don't have my camera.
You did.
You know what? I can set that up. You guys, give me a couple minutes, man. Can you just bullshit
Oh,
for a
yeah,
couple?
we want to
Yeah,
we can- we
can talk.
come on.
I'll be back.
We promise we won't say anything bad about you, Smart.
That's all right. It won't be the first. Hey, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Okay, we'll be here.
Well, I tell you, that's smart. He's always talking about lambs.
I know. What's up with that? He might like eating lambs or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nasty.
You never
No
had
lamb
no
chops?
lamb chops, man? Those are good.
Actually, I had my mom and dad's cuisine, so lambs might be good. So they were
Might be.
Midwest, kind of bland, kind of
Oh.
stuff. You know, everything was overcooked.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, that's Midwest. You know, nothing spicy really. But now,
Gotcha.
So anyway, I'm going to have a lot of seeds off of that thing, man. I got a lot.
I
of
saw that, man. That's a ton. You're gonna be stocked up for a long time.
So I'm going to
Hey, I see.
Cheers.
How you
Hey,
doing
Ice
this
Nine.
fine Sunday?
What's up?
Good.
How is everything over there?
What we cooking today?
grow? He says, "What you're cooking?"
How's the meat?
Yeah, it's nice. That's in my belly.
It's
it's
done.
Just add beef.
Oh,
Beef.
just beef. That's crazy. We're talking about just beef. I mean, come on, beef's good if it's a good cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the Italian beef recipe that kicks. I put it on Instagram last week. It's really good.
Can't beat a bit of beef.
You know, that's what I need. I need some coffee. Once Smart shows us his tent, I think I'm gonna go raid the coffee downstairs.
So Ice and I don't see a lot of buds or big budding plants. Are you in vegetative stage right now, or?
I certainly am. I'll flip this around and give everyone.
Oh yeah, sure. Cool.
So, what you doing?
I haven't
You
seen
doing
it
a fish
for a
bowl there, Ice Night?
You want mate? Or what?
No, your humidifier. I was just making a joke.
Oh, right.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, so basically all that stuff I laid down last week.
You know?
Oh, I didn't see that. I missed that. Dang.
Yeah, he took like 3 or 4 plants and just laid them horizontal.
I
just,
see that.
super
Well, they
covered
look
them.
like they're doing good though.
Yeah, I've done
Wow.
I've done 7. They're all now getting tops on them, as you know,
Mhm.
all the way down. I've had to tie them down because they're now wanting to stand up again. the breaks are now starting to heal. Getting a nice lush green new growth on everything. I reckon another week or two, and I'll be ready to flip these.
I've never seen a bend like that. They're doing well though. I mean, they're obviously green and thriving.
Yeah, he's gonna have like 60 colas on that plant, man.
That's like a scrog without a scrog.
Yeah, that's it. Essentially, is like a scrog. It's just, you know,
It is. Yeah.
a lot of
Very
people
controlled.
will put a net on top of this, but I'm not going to bother. I've got them tied down, so I'll give them a pretty good break. So I don't think they're going to stand fully right up again. You know.
Right on. Hey, grower 2020. How's it going, buddy?
What's happening, man?
Looking
Hey, how
good?
are you?
Oh, you're looking
I'm gonna
good,
get
dude.
I'm gonna get my headphone because I can hear feedback, so I'm gonna get my headphone.
Okay. Those look good, Ice and I. They look green, that's for sure. I wouldn't have expected him to do that, honestly. I've never seen it.
You know,
Yeah, it's like the super.
Yeah, it's always a bit of a risk, you know, but I was push come to shove. I had quite tall plants that were quite the internodal space wasn't to my liking, you know, I can get home.
Oh, yeah.
So
No doubt.
you know, and they were 3 foot tall. So if I'd have flipped them, there would have been a bit of an issue anyway. So I thought, fuck it, I ain't done it for a while, you know, I haven't really done this many all at once, but I thought, I'll just do it. It's an old school. We used to do it a long time ago. You know, if you ain't got room or whatever, just bend it over and just go out sideways. But you know, I can get my light's a little bit higher today because I just IPM'd them again. So I'm just keeping the light a little bit off for a couple of days whilst I just got a bit of fucking shit on them. But yeah, they bounced back. You know, couple of days they didn't look too happy. But yeah, I reckon they're now springing back, should I say? And I've gone and topped everything as well. So not all these little ones, just the main colas, because I noticed before they weren't really wanting to stick out branches because it still had the main tip on it. So
now, you usually have multiple cultivars. Are these multiples? They're different types?
These are all the same. They're all family.
I was going to say they do look similar. The node spacing is quite wide or quite long.
Yeah, they're all blood diamonds.
What is it?
Blood diamonds from
Blood.
Conscious.
Okay, cool.
Conscious
I'll be
genetics.
interested to see how that works. That scrog without a scrog. That's just amazing.
Let me. I'll just show you guys where I've quickly got in the veg tent and I'll get back to making my joint. Just popped yesterday, or no, the other day. Been in a couple of days now, and there we go. Let's turn them around so
That looks like my dome. That's pretty nice.
there's these are all the cheese, or not cheese. OG Kush, Cross Hellraisers OG, Cross UK or Exodus cheese. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've all got these pegs on them. These and these other ones, grape hoolie. So from hoolie again, you just pop some hoolie beans. Cool. I'll just pop the whole pack of the grape hoolie. So yeah, I've got 5 of them, and as you can see, I've got one of them's already up at the races.
Hell yeah! Yeah, I got
picked them up with helmets on earlier.
Nice.
And I don't bother removing the helmets. I don't really do anything. I'll just keep them under the humidity dome until they're off. That's the way I roll with helmets. You pull them off, you can you end up getting a trophy or something like that. Faces of shit out. But yeah, I'm loving the space I've got in here as well. Again, now I can freely walk all the way around. This is the last little bit that I'm going to be putting outside. Pulled this out of the big bed. Remember that big aloe vera plant that was just taken over?
That is dense, man.
Yeah, that's just.
Hey there, Ice Knight. Why are you stealing my aloe vera? I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was pretty much me done. Yeah.
All right. Hey, Artman, I wanted to ask you about you doing a giveaway today?
Oh yeah, we are. We got 4 different cultivars from OC Grower 76. Whenever you guys are ready, I got all the information. You want to get me to give the info now?
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is going to take a minute or two. Okay. He's got a couple things here. Okay, we got the rainbow butter, a pack of rainbow butter. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, rainbow butter, which is Cali Roll times peanut butter belts. That's one of his older ones. I did not name this. Okay, Max as Fuck, which is a cross of Gas as Fuck crossed with peanut butter belts. Oh, by the way, these are all done for hash rosin. I mean, they still smoke in a doobie fine, but they're specifically for that. And we got Chem Secret, which is Chem Brand crossed with Secret Project. I don't have much information on this one because I guess it's a secret. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was just bad. Okay. And then and this is his newest one. He sent me a bunch of these. It's called Zushi Banger. Now this one he says is really, it's really good for hash rosin. And I'm going to give you the rundown of what it's crossed with. First, I'm going to give you the cultivars. Blue Sushi crossed with Too Much Z crossed with Lime Banger. Okay, now the Blue Sushi is Z Skittles crossed with Kush Mints. The Too Much Z is Candy Fumez crossed with Z Skittles. And that's why I wanted to tell you what they're from, because this is a heavy Skittles cross. Anyway, but he does hash rosin. He'll grow a whole harvest. He'll grow a room out, and he'll wash the whole thing, and then press it.
Yep.
But it's amazing. And go to his website. It's OC Grower 76. He has 93 videos. I think I talked him into doing a new one, so we'll see. But anyway,
there you go.
Yeah. But anyway, he's a great grower. He's been sharing with Cocoa for Cannabis people for a long time, and this is his newest pack, the Zushi Banger, ready to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap.
Hey,
Daddy needs some seeds.
We usually get our most viewing population around 1:30. So if you want, we can just schedule for then. That's less than an hour.
Yep. And we'll have a lot of people from Levels coming back over. I told them I was giving them away. We could have a few people. Yeah.
Nice.
It's all good. It's all good. The
This is
rising
smart.
tide raises all boats, right? Come on.
That's right. I got
Smart.
that.
Let's check out your tent there.
Oh,
Hell
well,
yeah.
we popped it just at the bottom. I guess you can't see much of the tent on this one, but I wanted to show you we have our all of our seeds laid out there. There's a heat mat under there. They're running about 79 degrees currently, and those are all separate baggies for separate strains with each seed in its own little piece of paper towel.
Nice.
Yes.
Right on.
And
So you got 6 strings there?
I believe there are 7.
So you're gonna run 7 plants in that 2.5 by 2.5?
Oh, dude, I got some pots coming. I'm gonna fit 16 little pots in there that are 5 inches square pots, 6 inches tall, 5 inches square. They claim that to be about what was it, a half gallon or a whole gallon? I think it was a whole gallon.
It was like 3/4 of a gallon.
Or something like that. But anyhow, it's a couple solo cups.
You gonna scrog it? So you're gonna probably flip them as soon as you get to like the second or third note, aren't you?
Oh, you already know it. It's going to be
Yeah,
a
there
true
you go.
scroll right across there. No topping, no nothing. We're going to do. So I dropped a whole bunch of seeds because you know how it is. But some of them are ones that we made here at the house. We put like they were the Cali Kush They were fem on fem herm. So we figured we're going to drop some of those just in case. We had luck before with those. But the good seeds that we have came from Thunder Dan and from Grow Room 420. Sent us a bunch of stuff from Seed Stalkers, which we've had good luck with those, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they'll send like 1 to 3 seeds and they pop. We did 2 of them, I'll say that so far, 2 of their seeds, and both of them were absolute gold. And I was thinking, not going to hesitate to do some more. We got Big Bang. Not sure what that is. We have Cookies Fast. You ever hear of Cookies Fast? I'm curious to see if Cookies Fast lives up to the name. I've heard about these fast flowering strains. We'll see what happens. My wife can help me out here. We have Gelato 41. These are all from Grow Room 420, this set.
I got
and
6 ounces off that one. Gelato
What's that?
41.
Yeah.
Gelato,
We got that from us, from them.
Yeah, Gelato
And then
41 from Seed Stalkers. I got a 6 ounce. That was an auto as well. Sorry, indoors.
Then
Been about.
I got AK there from Seed Stalkers. Did you hear what he said? He got 6 herms from that Gelato 41.
Get out of here.
No, not 6 herms, 6 ounces off 1 plant.
Oh,
Damn.
Big difference.
yeah, I thought you said
that's-
6 herms. I'm thinking, holy shit, let me go in there and throw them in the garbage. Shit. No, okay. AK's the other one in there. Then from from Thunder Dan, we have Cloud Cuddler. If I remember correctly, that I believe is a Smiley's Garden strain that he created with the sky. The Cloud Cuddler crossed with Black Widow is from Thunder Dan, feminized. And we also have the Grapple Fritter crossed with Black Widow from Thunder Dan that's feminized. I think we dropped like 5 of each of those. And yeah, we got some other shit going on too. Hey, what happened to dude? Grower 2020.
He said he had to get his headphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. It was good to see.
Yeah,
I
Grower
saw him on CFC the other day. It had been a while, yeah.
And then, like I said, we put like 7 seeds of Arcali Kush down there. I figure if we end up with some empty holes, we'll have something to throw in, and we'll watch them if they're male. We'll just chop them out later, you know. And if not, we'll put it on Front Street there in the corner. I mean, how much can you hide in a 2x2? But you're right, it's going to be like a 2 week and then flip, boom, and just keep flying through them. We got a whole shit ton of seeds, man, that people sent that are like. A lot of them's regs. This tent's going to help us get through some of them as we pick up and get going. We're going to put other tents, and I'll go in later and back the camera up and show you the whole tent setup. I got a 6-inch exhaust fan and a 27-inch by 27-inch by 63-inch tent. So it's, I mean, you put it on 3 and it looks like it's going to buckle itself in like that ship that went down to see the Titanic. Boom! It just, would crush.
Oh man, you turn that on high, it's going to defoliate the whole tent for you.
Oh man, suck them right out the hole. But then what I had to do was, they only make little holes at the bottom. They're like less than my 4-inch. I don't know what the hell those are. It might be 2-inch holes, but none of the lower shit is adequate for intake without having light leaks or anything, So what I did was I just ran a 4-inch hose up the back of the tent there and out the top and down to the ground and then around the corner way that no light can possibly get in there. And there's a lot of airflow and it'll come from low in the tent still. You know what I'm saying?
Still can't believe you're running 16 plants in that tent. That's a lot. Because I've been thinking about doing a 2x4 and I'll go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I it must be slacking on me here. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, that's hard for me because, like, I was thinking about doing a 2x4 and, like, personally, I wouldn't do more than 4 in a 2x4, and you're doing 16 something half that size. That's wow. You're gonna have like straight sea of green going on there. One cola each up the top, huh?
One cola each. That's it, man. One cola for all 16 of them. So if I can pull down, say, a half ounce for each one, that's 8 ounces out of that little tent. And I'll do it in such a short time. If it goes great, who knows? You guys are going to be right there with us as we try it out. We've had many successful grows, but I never did this on this little scale like this. And I only have an 8. I have a dripper system that's kind of shitty, but it's only got 8 drippers on it. So this is going to be very challenging to try and keep this thing going.
If things, go sideways. We always have the 4x4 tent and the Fluence or the
we got all kinds.
Proton Tech or the Metagrow we'll throw up in there, and
we'll see what
Sea of
happens.
Green is pretty. Sea of Green is beautiful. I've seen it.
It is.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I find that it seems to me through my watching people and just kind of following along, the Sea of Green in our situation is pretty right on point because it's short, quick veggies, and you get very good yield per square foot based on how many runs you can get per year, how fast they go, how much energy you're consuming, all that, I guess the only one thing that we don't do that would be very unorthodox is they're going to all happen from seed versus clone. I think a lot of people like to do their sogs from clone so they have equal height, equal a lot of that,
Well, I was thinking that too, since you're doing different strains, that would be harder to do the milk crate trick, you know what I mean, and prop one up if it's getting shorter than the others.
Hey, Noob has a good point here. Any worries about the not hitting maturity before flip? I don't know. Never did this before. So if I grow these plants and they suck, what if they really suck? Then I'm not going to want to do it this way no more. But I'm none the worse for wear, I guess, except for I kind of
different. Do different cultivars take Sea of Green better than others then? Or I suppose
that's a good question.
Yeah, I suppose some plants respond to training quite well. Some don't. Or every time you go to train them, you're going to set you back 2 weeks and add 2 weeks onto your grow because it's stressed out so much they don't like it. It is strain dependent, but if you can get one that's going to take the training, that's not going to stunt what I bent them over, totally snapped the stems over. 2 days was the stress on it, and it started. I could see the new growth again in 2 days. If it's going to take 2 weeks before you start seeing a new growth, you probably ain't going to want to do that too often.
No, that's the whole point of what we're trying to not do,
Well, tall strains are not going to do well in a Sea of Green. The one I saw was Northern Lights, and that's a notorious indica.
Well, hold on, guys. Wait a second. I think we're getting two things mixed up. You're not planning on doing any training. You're just going to flip them quick and just try to grow one massive cola on each plant, right?
On each plant, yep. A whole bunch of cola sticking up, wall to wall, front to back, 16 of them, as fat and big as I can get them.
I was thinking screen of green. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
No damage. Yeah. You're right. You're right. There wouldn't be any recovery. You're right.
No, it's gas pedal to the floor. But I've never flipped a plant real early like that. I don't know if they end up shitty or if they end up just as good.
Well, basically, in my opinion, you end up with auto, the shitty auto flowers, and you're like, oh, I only got half ounce and ounce maybe off each one. They're gonna look like that, But if you've got the numbers, well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Right.
We're going to find out, aren't we?
That's going to be a pain in the butt to water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be.
I see a sprayer in your future, man.
We're already set up for that.
Hey, and you know what else? I don't even have it up on a stand yet or anything, man. I don't even have I have the 2x2 tray for the bottom of it on the way with the pots. One's coming Monday, one's coming Tuesday.
Hopefully it's not Amazon.
It is Amazon.
Oh, I am sore with Amazon, man. I'm about to turn their computers against them. I'm supposed to get a 3D printer like last Wednesday, and I still ain't got it. And it's like, damn it, I need that. I gotta make something in this hotel.
Oh, that'd be great. No doubt. I can see why you're sore.
Yeah. Well, I'm only here for another week, and it's gonna take like 2 days to print out what I need to print. So I'm about to hit the forget it button.
Get on the first plane back to the desert, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I want to go to the desert, I guess. I'm not really looking forward to the heat. But
Yeah, Thunder Dan's going to see his seeds in a scrog.
Yeah, so Smart, you're gonna hesitate on flipping them. You're gonna be like, no, they're not big enough. No, they're not big enough. But set a date. Say this is the day, man, and don't move on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna regret it.
I'm gonna watch them and just go, man, as fast as I can, and I'll flip them. We'll see. I'm gonna. It's new to us, but I think we're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Well, I know your first time's always a learning experience. Like this is my first time mainlining, and in hindsight, there's things I would do differently. But until you've done it, you don't know how your plant's going to shape out, fill your space, but I had other obstacles. I lost 2 plants, but if I'd have known that ahead of time, I would have done a modified mainline. I would have had 16 tops instead of just 8. But that's under the bridge right now. I can't go back in time. But moving forward to the next grow, just seeing how the plant shapes out, then you know how to adapt and do it differently and make it work out better the next time.
Hey, J5 wanted to show something real quick, guys. He said he can't stay.
Hey,
Let's
man.
see.
What's
Cheers.
up?
Cheers.
My man, Artmann.
What's
Hey,
up, buddy?
This
What's
is
up,
rotten.
panel? Cheers, Smart and Crispy.
Oh, I can't read it.
Rotten.
Shout out to my
Rotten.
dude, Rotten Skateboards.
think-
Always keeping it fresh.
Fresh. There we go. Keeping it fresh. All right.
He's a good dude, y'all. He's one of those ones, like some of these, the people we see on these shows and stuff is like, what's this person like in real life? Rotten's the shit, dude. He's as real as they get.
Awesome.
I love that dude. Anyway, yeah, check this out. Pink stigmas.
Wow.
Pink.
What's the cause? Anybody know?
It's so beautiful.
Genetics.
Strain
Oh
dependent.
shoot, my phone's not flip. 1 second, sorry y'all. I got this thing locked up, so it won't
That's what
turn.
I'm thinking. It should be genetics, huh?
Yeah, it's got to be genetics. Well, what's his?
Come from the Kush, I think.
Kush.
Has it got some Kush in it?
This plant does not. This is the red thorn rose bag seed, onto that banana mints.
Something carried over.
And it's one of those things.
People pay pretty penny for that.
It can be here today and gone tomorrow. You know what I mean?
What's
This
the cost on that?
Banana mints cubed from Pacific Northwest, hit with a red thorn rose bag seed that the Adam from the ranch found.
Red thorn rose. That sounds like that's where it's
that's.
coming from.
I was thinking maybe that's where your color's coming from, and they maybe named that strain because of the color. But regardless, it's absolutely gorgeous.
In
It
the
looks
past,
beautiful.
I thought maybe, nutrient this that because here's the same plant, same cross.
Yeah, but you don't have any.
Wow.
You don't have any stems that are like streaked purple or anything, do you?
Not on this one. It's just the stigmas.
Huh.
Now on this
They pay
plant,
good
here,
money
you
for that.
You got purple stems at all on this plant?
Nope.
It doesn't look
Yeah.
like it. No.
It's as healthy as can be, man. That's genetics. Everybody in the chat's probably thinking the same thing too.
But here's its sister.
That's the weird part. That one doesn't have as many pink
These are from seeds, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Every year
Yeah,
I'll have.
Oh,
Seems like
that
every
be-
year I'll have 1 or 2 plants that'll do this. Not as intense as this one. This one's like purple, almost bleeding red. These ones.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, what the heck? I wish it would cure. I wish it would cure out that way, but no, they end up turning brown.
Yeah, the color doesn't stay, huh?
Usually it fades about now. Like it'll be pink in the early first few weeks or so, you know, and then they'll start to fade. But this one, I don't know, man. It's pretty freaking intense and like it's dark.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's one to bank for in the back of your mind if you ever want to like decorate your yard with like pretty ones. Put the like nice pretty flowering ones right beside your front door.
But it might come out green like this.
Yeah,
that's true. It could turn out like, but that's beautiful.
The weird part. Yeah.
This is just a perfect example of genetic diversity, even among same seed packs. This is a perfect example of that, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the pheno, the purple pink pheno, man. Dude, you should. It sucks you can't clone it. I keep cloning that sucker.
I mean, I always re-veg a plant or two out here if I bump into something that's really cool, you know, which this one kind of is. And the smells coming off of it are pretty freaking unique too. I usually only get to smell something that really is new to me once or twice a year, it seems. And this is one of them. Shout out to Adam. Thanks for the opportunity to grow this thing. It's beautiful.
That's badass.
It really is.
Looks like a beautiful sunny. That plants look beautiful. That sunlight coming in.
Oh, look at that angle. I love that. Right down the
morning sun. Hell yeah.
Beautiful. Nice job, Jay.
Anyhow, yeah. And you know, you could be like, well, this is a white thorn rose leaner, and this is a banana mill mince leaner. But there's no purple pink pistils in the white thorn rose either, I don't believe. I mean, it's the hot hype new hash strain out west, but I guess I don't know much about it. But it sure is pretty.
The American one says you can clone it right now. I think he's urging you on, man.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of clones, I think I gotta check today, but the cuts I took of that female seed male quote unquote plant I think are taking, so that's cool. I'll be able to test them.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I'm real curious about that one to see what the females, or see if it comes back female on the test.
I'm thinking it's going to.
Hey, we've had Farmer Freeman on our show twice and interviewed him twice, and he's a really cool dude. This would be one that we could bring up to him next time, you know?
That'll be cool. Yeah, I guess that's about all I have to share today, folks.
That was worth it. That was totally worth it.
Shout out Rod again. And thanks for having me on. You guys rock.
Anytime, brother.
I know I always joke like you can find me rolling on dubs in northern Michigan and stuff like that. But I do have a Instagram page that I throw on here, and if I know your name, I will accept and follow you back. Just to say that to people.
Right on, J5.
All right, y'all. Thanks for having me on. Peace and love.
Later, man.
See you, buddy.
See you, J5.
He said in the chat earlier, I can't stay long, but I want to show you something. And I kind of glazed over and we got on another subject and I felt bad. So it was nice that he jumped on.
That was odd.
That was a treat.
Those were bright. That's a strange color.
Yeah. Tal says if it comes up female, it should create feminized seeds. So if that it looks like an all male, there's no pistils. That's what he said. We couldn't see any. And then he cloned it because he wants to keep it alive. In case some of these people weren't here, he cloned it to keep it alive so that he can send a piece off for sex testing. He didn't have the test yet or something, but he wants to send a piece off for sex testing because it come from a feminized pack of seeds. Am I right? Am I quoting all that correctly?
I think so.
Sounds right.
Or maybe they weren't feminized. Yeah, they would have to have been feminized. Yeah, they were feminized seeds because the other ones were good, but that one came up as a male, and it wasn't like a herm, he said. It was straight up male parts everywhere. So what a curious thing. How does a male seed accidentally get placed in there? I could see if it was autoflower or something. Oh, it was a mix-up, you know?
I don't know.
Mysteries abound. Hey, Artmann is going to do a somebody had Hooley's gear growing earlier, right?
I did. Yep. I got some lemon. the lemon tester. So did he. Yeah, that's right. He's got great.
So Holy's got a few. His ears were ringing because you guys were saying his name, Holy this, Holy that. I was thinking, here he comes in a little bit later in the show and missed his debut on those. I know he sees a lot of strains on all these shows from giving out so many seeds. Good Gromy. He's in chat right now. Yeah. You want to show him?
Yeah. Well, ain't no point really. Just saying. I'll pop a whole pack of your grape Heelys.
My seedling's only what, 3 inches tall. I think I already showed him, so it's good.
I'll go get him anyway. Fuck it.
Hey, I put those seeds in those. We put those seeds in water last night about 11 o'clock, I think it was roughly. So it's been about 14 hours. And the reason I went with the paper towels this time is because I didn't want to drown something by accident. I wanted to take away that. I figured this way they get moisture. And if they cracked open, they'll get some aerobic respiration on the embryonic root there instead of it floating and drowning. Oh, there we go. Speaking of embryonic roots.
There it is.
Yeah. All the ones with the pegs on, they're the ones from Conscious Genetics, Hellraiser, OG, Kush, Cross Exodus Cheese, and only one of the Heelys is up, but I'm confident the rest will come up. But, if one come up, I reckon the rest will come up. But yeah, I've done a whole pack of a Heely. Yeah, I'm probably, if I get a male out of these and it looks pretty robust, I'll probably be collecting pollen off these great Heelys. And the same again, because these are all regs as well. So I've got a little bit of work cut out for me here. But hopefully these I want to bring back the cheese. The cheese is coming back. I'm going to bring it back to what my representation of what I want it to be. So this is the start. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah. On you go.
Looking good.
Yeah, that's the start, should I say? You're going to be here with me because I'll come on and I'll show you every week what's going on.
Yeah. That's always the nice thing, getting to see him from the beginning all the way through to the end. Then you're thinking, I want to grow that. And then you watch like Artmann's grow, I want to grow those. And then you see over on Jason's, you're like, I want to grow those. Before you know it, you're putting them in a hat, shaking it up.
Shaking it. Be like, okay, honey, come on, Crispy, pick a name.
Yep.
Or you just pull a J5 and get you some land and grow about 100 strains all at once.
Yeah, or grow every seed you own that you've been accruing for the last 10 years all at one time on a massive hillside. Boy, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, you just have
about an 8-inch pepper, and he's over there on 800 acres.
Hey, Smart. No, I thought it was a foot pepper.
Oh, I said 8-inch pepper. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you meant
oops, sorry.
What?
Peppers.
Huh?
You guys,
Yeah,
peppers.
peppers.
Green giant Marconi peppers. Whew, that got spicy there for a minute. Yeah, those all of his plants are doing good, man. They're all in flower. He's gonna have. I'm curious about. I want to see the bins, man. You know how many bins he said he puts them in bins. He harvests them on the stick. Because wasn't Jinzal thinking that too? How's he going to harvest all this? I mean, you need a literal farm crew, to get in there. So he's going to he said, huh?
That's what having 3 kids helps with.
Yeah. Oh man. He said he trims them off with he branches them and then takes some of the leaves off and just chunks them into these bins, man. And he gets them out later and they're good. And I'm thinking, we had talked about this before, guys. Some of the best weed I smoked when I was young was grown up in the mountains by a dude named Red Eye, and he would hang it in his barn, and it would be hot as hell in that barn, man. I remember it, and it's like that was some of the best weed, and I know that it was dried in very hot conditions. Hell, they would bring it out of the woods and got like black garbage bags, throw them in the barn, and open them up the next day and hang them and shit. It's like, looking back, I'm thinking, oh man, there's no way, but it ended up being some of the best buds I ever smoked. Those are the strains we always look for, right? Everybody has that memory in their childhood or their yesteryear where they got that really good fire bud. It's like those are the buds that we're always chasing. I can still smell that in my pocket,
Yeah.
I can still see how it feels in the bag and getting it out. Although I don't take anything out of a bag, it's all comes from jars these days. That bud is, here goes Jace with massive.
Oh, look at Jace. I thought you were going to get a lot more shrinkage on that, buddy.
Not much.
No.
Pretty good.
Looking good.
These are about ready. These are, I almost want to pull these out. To be honest, I might wait another day or two though. These over here on this side feel a little softer.
Hey, remember, Jace, if you can always dump them back out if you're a little bit moist, but once you over dry, man, you kind of screwed the pooch. That's just my one man's take, but
yeah, that's where I'm at because I've got that. I've got the automatic curing system, so if they're still a little moist, that'll kind of take care of it. I'll throw them in there with those Vita packs. I feel like it really balances it out.
Crispy, do women know about shrinkage?
Yeah, we don't actually. I'm glad we don't have that problem.
I was in the pool.
It was cold. It was cold.
It shrinks like a frightened turtle.
They shrink to week 5 size buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like what you got on the vine at week 5 is close to what you're gonna have after the dry.
I love that take, and I agree wholeheartedly. Look at these. Whoa, you're gonna need
Wow. Good job.
Yeah, I think it's fat. I think it's so big. I had to lower the light down. I got that jack out, so these plants are all pretty much level now. So I had to lower the light down. It's pretty close, but I dropped it down to 70% because if I go any higher, I'll trip the breaker in here running that AC to maintain my dry tent. But they're still getting probably. I checked them; they're still getting right at 1,000 ppfd on that top. So they're still getting plenty of light. So these, they're on the finishing week now. I got them on the ripened newts. But those Acapulcos, those are the ones that are, those are really stacked up all the way.
Damn, that's a beautiful.
That's unbelievable, man. I love it.
It's nice.
Oh, it's believable, but you know what I'm saying. It's there's not a wasted space in there, man. You got them colas stacked.
Yeah, so those will probably come down next week. There's 2 in the back. And then I'll just have that one plant. I'll have to rearrange it. I kind of did a shitty job when I moved this to the center. This one, it was on the left side over here, and I chopped out that other one, moved it in. So, I just kind of hurried up and just tied it back up. I had a lasso around the light a little bit on a couple spots, but hey, whatever works. And then I got my, go ahead.
I just want to tell E-Mid Otter that they're hooked up to the show, and we want to come over and get to them as soon as we're done with you. You got a minute, E-Mid, to hang out?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm doing nothing. Yep. It's Emmett, just like old hillbilly Emmett.
Okay, yeah.
Emmett.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Nice meeting you,
apologize.
buddy.
No. That's probably is pronounced that way. Go ahead.
Emmett. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes it's people wondering, am I hooked up? Yeah, you're here. We're good to go. Sorry, Jace. Go ahead. Seriously.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that. And then I got my seeds in for my next run.
Oh, that's what I wanted to see. These were the ones you just got from Humble. Okay.
Yeah, so I've got pineapple upside down cake, blueberry muffin, hella jelly, raspberry parfait, and then I got purple panty droppers. That's the one the seed person hooked me up with. So he had a couple left over. Yeah, so he sent them in. So I put his logo up here in my grow,
Nice.
so I got some advertisement
Nice.
going right next to bud trainer. And then so yeah, here's my 5. So I'm doing 6 plants. So I've got one extra. So Humboldt, they sent me this extra one. It's a Scotty Gelato. So I might do that. Or Steve Person also hooked me up with this. It's a Gelato 41 from Atlas. And then I've got Peyote Foreign from Seedsman. And then Steve Person also hooked me up with a Watermelon Hustle.
Jinx proof.
And
Nice.
then I've got Void Whisperer. Steve Person hooked me up with that too from Multiverse Genetics.
Yeah.
And then these are my Tropicana cherries. I might throw that one in. I don't know. I got some options here.
You do.
And then I got a big old stack. These are the regs that Art hooked me up with. He gave me some free ones, and then I won that seed giveaway that one time. So I got 2 seeds in a row. So I had to increase my storage capacity for my seeds. I got the Christmas container out.
The Christmas tin. That's a
Yeah,
great
the
one.
Christmas tin. It's got a clear lid on top, so I just covered it up with some foil, keep the light out of it. Yeah, that's gonna be my next run.
Our grandma's always kept sewing kits in those things, right?
Some needles and thimbles.
Yeah, that's what they used to. Hey, Poppy's saying that blueberry muffin and hella jelly are killers. You got yourself a whole dessert lineup right there.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sounded tasty, man. Pineapple, blueberry, raspberry,
Can we make
snozberries.
some brownies with that? Snozberries.
Oh,
Raspberry blueberry.
the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Like snozberries.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Humboldt goes all out on their packaging there. That's some nice packaging.
Oh yeah.
We ain't
I
going
mean,
to
what
package.
they're charging, they should have nice packages. Hell,
That's it.
they should sing to you. You know those cards that sing?
Good genetics are paramount, really. I mean, it's like with that good light. There's a couple of things we all know, but starts out. I think the genetics are going to be top key, you know, and so they got a good track record, man. I think you didn't go wrong. You got some great stuff laying on that table. I don't think you're going to have any problems repeating this sort of a grow again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They're not cheap. They're $15 a bean, but I think that's about right, you know, for good genetics. You can find some cheaper stuff out there, but I don't know. I don't mind paying it.
Yeah, no, it's not like I said. That's part of
My favorite look in the tent is the yo-yo look. Something about them hanging up like that, beautiful.
Yeah, I had to get creative. I wrapped one around the light up there. I usually don't like doing that, but I was kind of out of mounting options. Those are even tied together right there. I got them.
It'll be fine. They'll hold them up. Yeah, you got one holding the other, so this is like a network. Start to harvest, they'll be falling over.
It is. Yeah, like I said, I was in a hurry that day because lights were about to be out, so I was just trying to get these things to stay vertical, but I don't know. They're doing okay. I probably won't mess with them. You know, I think I'll just leave them, finish them out, because I'll hopefully be chopping them down next week anyways. So that's all I got going on.
All right, man. Well, that's a
Looking
lot.
good.
For sharing.
Lot, man. We have
You and Artman got those big, fat, stacked, chunky monkey buds. Oh,
Chunky
so
monkey.
good.
looks like we're gonna get a treat here from our buddy Emmett, an outside grow, man.
Now, these are
Nice.
some of these are the ones he won on the show, the strawberry hoolie. So
Nice.
Oh,
The
I
little
think-
ones in between.
okay, the little ones.
The
Okay.
little ones in between are very hoolies.
Okay, what do
I
you
just
got?
got
The
them
other one?
2 months ago.
Right on.
That one's a Jamaican purple skunk. There's a Flow OG that's stripped down to nothing.
So what?
That one's a
You got
blueberry.
you got a Flow OG. No shit.
Yeah.
I think you're the
Yeah,
only
I got
person.
like 7 of them.
I'd love to have that tree in my front yard.
Yeah, I had to pick a lot of leaves. They were it's 2 of them went down from whatever that spot. So really quick.
You're cutting out just a little bit, Emmett.
Yeah, I get a little way. That
You're
nice
the only
green
person
back there.
You're the only other person that's had Flow OG that I've seen. That's cool.
Me too.
I'm going to talk to him on Instagram. See how it does outside.
Bring you up in the house.
Oh, there we
So
are.
yeah, the Flow OGs. The Flow OGs where I got a bunch of males. So I took. Tops.
Hang on. He took the top.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Yeah,
That's
a bunch of Flow OG males, and this was an AK-47 male that I couldn't stand to get rid of.
Nice.
those look good, man. So what you're gonna say that what are you gonna do with these?
Well, the what you call it here? A little nervous. The AK is really resistant to everything. So I'm going to breed that with the Flow and try and get something more resistance. Because everybody I know with the Flow OG, it went down quick.
Oh wow! Hey, some of those plants are huge, man. Those two on the sides, those three on all the sides. Now, how long have those ones been in?
I started vegging those in like March on the porch.
Okay.
Oh wow!
They're about 7 feet tall.
You got a beautiful spread back there, man. I could just imagine hanging out in that yard.
Yeah, a little bit of heaven. The front porch
yes, it is.
Yeah, the front porch is to the mountains. So when everybody's in Massachusetts, drop on in for sure.
Beautiful.
You know,
plenty of room too.
I never asked J5 or like anybody. I don't think I've asked this question to an outdoor grower, but when you go out there and you're just that far away from those plants and the wind is blowing just right, do you get like a big whiff?
Oh yeah.
Of them? You can smell them pretty good.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can smell them from. I'll be out in the woods cutting wood, and I can smell them.
Oh yeah.
The wind's right. Yeah, they're pretty.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful, man.
There's our mountain.
Do you have any pest pressure problems on them? I've seen the ones were stripped down, but you cut out a little bit. Is that from pests?
That's Septoria. Yeah, got it. All those yellow spots, and the leaves turn yellow and start dropping off.
Yeah.
I took everything that was off of it that was bad and sprayed it with sulfur right before flower about 3 times, and it's the only one that survived, and it stinks pretty good. It's it smells like cheap berries to me.
Seed person joined us. I want to make sure to say hi to him, let him know he's hooked in there. I started.
Go ahead. I don't got much else. I should have showed the garden and the view.
No, it was nice of you to come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I'll get out of your hair.
Oh no, it was so much a pleasure to see your garden. That was awesome.
Yeah, you can,
and you can hang out and show that anytime.
You can just
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, show us the mountains next time.
And it's really cool to see Flow OG around, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising me. I'm going to have to talk to him a little bit, see how it grows outside. So, that's cool.
Yeah, that's Septoria, man. I'm not sure if that's the same shit we get on our tomatoes and stuff. Some people call it late blight in tomatoes. I think it's different. They have like the brown spot. I think late blight is different, but I think they all come from the same sort of like, don't quote me, like a fungal species or whatever it is. They're all kind of in the same area. And man, it's detrimental. I know my old man gets it on his tomatoes real early and it just wipes him out. I mean, he does great, but he only gets like each plant gets one good burst and harvest and then it's gone. And ours are still kicking tomatoes, you know, and his are done. but he got like 50 jars of sauce or something. No, like 32 jars of sauce, and then he has like 17 left over from last year. So yeah, he's doing. He's all right, but that Septoria is a real son of a bitch. And someone told me if we ever take to growing outside, don't put them anywhere near our tomatoes because they'll jump right over. They share a lot of pests and a lot of like that kind of thing, you know?
I know people who hide them by their tomatoes too.
Yeah.
Kind of traditional, I guess.
If you're like in an illegal state, taking that risk is better than nothing at all. But, you know, if it's legal in that, you can really separate them. I think it's probably best.
Plant like a ring of rosemary and some lemon balm and some peppermint, and a lot of bugs don't like those kind of smelly plants. You can help that way.
They're asking Art if his is the DJ short flow.
Right. My flow is from DJ Short Flow. The flow is from DJ Short. That is Afghani indica crossed with purple tie. And the other part of Flow OG is Rare Dankness #1 out of the House of Dankness in Colorado. And that one is Chem Dog, Triangle Kush, and Ghost OG. And back cross with Chem Dog. So, but there you go. All impeccable genetics.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Everything in there sounds pretty legit.
So yes, it was from a DJ Short's flow. But it's a cross.
Artman's going to do a giveaway soon. We're not lying to you on the ticker. It's coming about 1:30. If he wants to, he can give you another quick rundown of what he's giving. Look, I interrupted his whole game. Take your time, man. Let the people know what they have a chance to win. And Emid, you don't ever have to leave. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say it right now. So I apologize. It's Emid. You don't ever have to leave or anything. You can come hang out the whole show and talk and interject. Looks like you got some good experience outdoors on growing in soil, and that's always appreciated. It's like everything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like it all. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Good luck.
Okay. Direct from Orange County, California, we have OC Growers 76 Rainbow Butter, which is Cali Roll crossed with peanut butter belts. We got Max as Fuck, which is Gas as Fuck crossed with peanut butter belts. He really liked peanut butter belts. Now, these say 10 packs, but I looked at some of them and there's like 14, 12. There's all kinds of
breeder packs, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them. But we got Chem Secret, which is Chem brand crossed with Secret Project. I didn't get many of those, so this one's kind of a special one. And the newest that he's got, which is the Zushi Banger, which is Blue Zushi crossed with Too Much Z crossed with Lime Banger. He says this has a candy lime, not a citrus lime. So it should be interesting. There we go.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, he told me about it, and I was pretty excited. He's excited, and you know him; he's always washing for hash, so it's pretty neat. He has some nice videos, so check him out. Anyway,
I always enjoyed talking with OC Grower. He has a lot of cool stuff, man. He has like the press, the freeze dryer. He has a couple different tents. He runs Grodin blocks. He runs cocoa, and some of them they're all auto fertigated, and it's just always. And then we always say he has access. One thing about OC Grower, which has always impressed me, was sort of in his personal life. He used to work for somebody in the computer industry and started his own company with a friend of his, and then within like half a decade, they ended up buying the company that they used to work for, and now they've like outgrown what they came from. And I thought that was such a cool like American story of, you know, being able to pull yourself up front and you can buy the company that you work for, man. That takes guts, it takes brains, and that's the type of dude he is. He's very he's very generous.
He's also I was going to say he's also very generous. He's a good groomie. I mean, he sent me out I can't even say how many vials he sent out for me to give away. So
Yeah, and he never wants any money for anything. You know?
Nope, he doesn't. So
I know we've got 2 or 3 different packs from him, and he's always refused any kind of reciprocity as far as, you know, let me at least take care of the shipping. So yeah, that's awesome to see that someone's going to get some good.
Oh, by the way, they're all regs. They're all regs. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make that clear. Yeah.
Guys, are you limiting shipping to U.S. or are you shipping them anywhere?
We'll go shipping to the U.S. and Canada, but and the ice and I rule, you know what that is? Where if somebody in Australia or Britain wins it, they can pick somebody out of the U.S. or Canada to donate them to, and I'll send them to there. But I don't want to go international. So
The Asinai rule is famous, man. I've heard it on Jack's show. I've heard it on like Eagle. I've heard all those different people talk about the Asinai rule. So it's well known. Yeah, Dr. Leave me alone. You heard giveaway. We finally are able to tell you. You definitely heard giveaway.
it is. And it's just about time, too. He's loading the tool.
I'm loading the tool.
Leaves been hungry to win something, man. Maybe he'll get lucky this time.
I think he won once.
Yeah, didn't he win on the Last Prisoner Project or something?
No, I think I sent him some.
Okay.
From here, I believe. Now he might have won there too. So that was pretty cool too. 60 and 60.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I donated some of OC Growers seeds for that one. I sent them out the other day.
Oh yeah,
so that was pretty cool. Being part of that was really an honor. It was great.
Cool.
It's a great cause.
I just sent some seeds to South Africa.
Wow, how much did that cost?
It cost 2 global stamps.
Oh, that's
What's
right.
his global stamp?
They are stamps that let you bypass customs.
No, how much are they?
I want to say you can get 10 for $20 on Amazon. It's one sheet.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I got to look into that. That's right. I forgot all about that, buddy. You
I had
told me
one
that a month ago.
I sent Jeff Papalia some seeds last year, and in Australia, and I fucking put two of the global stamps on 2 different packets, and one packet went through, and the other one came back to me, and it had a little thing that said has to go through customs. So I just like fucking repacked it and sent it again, and then they never got it, but I never got it back either. So I was like, oh well, we'll just send 2 or 3 at a time, and hopefully one gets through, you know.
Oh, somebody's probably growing it somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. I had fucking USPS snagged one of my packages. It just kind of disappeared on the tracking shit, and I figured it's in some USPS worker's home.
Well, seed person just sent me some seeds, so thank you.
Yeah, man.
How's the construction project going?
You want to see it real quick?
Or
do you want to do the giveaway?
Let's check it out. I think Smot's still working on getting it set up.
I got it all framed out.
Nice.
Dr. Frankencarpenter.
Those 3 Home Depot runs, and I did this all starting yesterday morning, and just by myself down here.
It looks good.
I broke down 110. Thank you. I used to frame houses, so it was not a big deal to get a room
now, did you do that? Did you do that with a Ryobi or
Milwaukee?
D-Wall.
D-Wall
for the win.
D-Wall.
All right. So he's making fun of me for my Ryobi homeowners tools that I have here at the house, you know?
Ryobi's good. No, that's not real hammer drill, son.
You just need something like this to go on it, and then it's a real hammer drill, bro.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm giving this crap. I got those. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But check this out.
Okay, let's stop comparing drills.
Walmart
what?
brand.
No, throw that in the trash. That's
Did
not
the
right.
whole fucking thing in a day. Can you believe that? I was like, this
It's
thing's
so
gonna burn out
pretty.
on me.
What is that? Is that a Craftsman? No, that's not even that.
No, dude, it's some Walmart off-brand. It
Hyper
was like
tough.
$20. It's an impactor.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm surprised the gears ain't stripped out. But now, if you try to do 2 projects with it, then you're in trouble.
Well, we'll see, because I still got to do all the drywall. We'll see if
Yeah.
it stays for that. Look at this shit though,
It's
real quick, since we're doing construction talk.
Is that an 8-foot ceiling?
Well, the floor is on an angle, so if you look at,
You gotta shim it all.
I had to shim this side up a half inch, and then I had to shim this side over here, fucking like 1.5 inches.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Is that even to code, man?
Guess what?
What?
I don't give a shit. It's my
You-
fucking house.
What's
Yeah,
the code?
you
What's a
permit it?
what's a permit? What's the code?
Yeah, okay.
The code is that if somebody is going to take that close of a look at this construction, then I'm going to have bigger issues.
Yeah, you just say, hey man, when I bought it, it was here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's right. I didn't do, a bunch of work down here or anything.
Hey,
Don't
that
mind
room's
all
gonna
the
be
tools
great.
over there.
Dude, that's gonna be great, man. I can't
Yeah,
wait
that's
to
gonna
finish
be
up.
really nice. It's gonna only improve.
You got room.
Like if you would sell it, I'm imagining it's only gonna improve the value.
Well,
So,
to heck with the
awesome job.
value, it's gonna improve the person's life.
Yep.
Is that's all that matters.
The grow. It's all
But-
about the grow.
My wife did mention that. She's like, "What do we do when we sell the house and move?" And I was like, "I don't give a shit." Like, she's like, "What do we tell them?" I was like, "Well, I'm going to tell them you can use it for exercise. You could use it for growing weed. You could lock somebody in here. I really don't care. But it's a room in the basement, and it's secure, and it's good panic room or tornado shelter or whatever." But yeah,
Okay, Big A, you're heading for the locked room in the basement. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't do it. I swear.
Hey,
That's what we're
Supreme
all
Great
saying.
Broke Black & Decker used to be the shit. Little known fact, Black & Decker was the first company to create the handheld electric drill.
Somebody's been
Black and
watching
Decker owns
Modern
everything.
Marvels.
Black and Decker owns all those major brands. They own DeWalt,
Yep.
Porter Cable. They own Delta, Stanley.
And you know what? It's all if you go to a store like you see the Craftsman tools, they look just like the Milwaukee. That just looks like the DeWalt. That looks just like the Ryobi, just different colors. So it's all Chinesium anyways. So it doesn't matter.
So we got ourselves a giveaway to get to here, huh? We got 54 people.
hang on real
Wait.
quick. Somebody said, "Be careful with the electric part." I just wanted to say I'm going to hire somebody to do that because I don't know how to do that. I'm going to get a professional.
Smart. Like you said, you might even be able to do some of the running of the wires as long as they come and check and sign off on it or whatever. I don't know. Some states are different. I think you can do that in some places. You can like run it to the box and they have to connect it or something and like inspect it. You can't have it hung drywall and then just sticking out there. It has to be able to be inspected. But yeah, I think you might be able to save some money. You probably know some people in the trade too over the years that can kind of come, one hand washes the other.
Yeah, for sure.
Smart come over and put
All
some
right.
rosebuds on that drywall for you.
Yeah. I'll stop over. Why just the evening? Cook me some dinner.
Make them some
DC
cookies.
person, I told you I knew somebody that did drywall.
After this is done, you're going to know 2 people because I'm going to do it
Oh.
myself and figure it out.
I'll give you a couple pointers if you want them, man. That'll
Yeah,
help you out.
I'm going to hit you up.
All right, let's do this giveaway. People have been waiting for. We'll give them a good 5 or 10 minutes. So everybody, if some people are coming in a little late, they still have a chance. There's some good stuff here. there's some good strains there, and Artmann can go over them whenever after a little bit and see. Everybody will know what they're getting, especially if you're a hash maker. I wonder if that would equate Artmann to like if you wanted to sift that bud. Is it still just as good for that, or is it break off?
I was talking to him about dry sift. He found that dry sift was a little lower quality than washing it, so he doesn't generally do that anymore. He has tried it though. So I think there's more contaminants. I think there is, because with his, he's taking fresh frozen weed. He's harvesting it and putting it in the freezer, and then washing it directly. But with dry sift, you have a dried bud. You're sifting the trichomes off, but you're getting little pieces of vegetable or plant matter.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I think that was the reason. But yeah, he just wanted it purer.
Yeah. I bet you I shouldn't say I bet you, but I question whether the yield would be the same. I know you'd have probably a little bit more from the like you said, the contaminant matter, but yeah, you would think that it would still be a lot to harvest, even though you're going about it a different way. It might not be nice for him, but I know some people like their sift. I honestly don't mind sift. I've never had a successful sift that we was able to press, so I never got to try that.
I haven't tried that yet. I was gonna do it in my press. Got distracted. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks, Artmann.
I got it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just say thanks, Artmann, for bringing the seeds over and giving them away. I know he's an official seed sponsor now too for Uncle Rick's Let's Be Bud show with all that cool crew, and that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I did pretty good at poker the other night with them. I got third out of 12 people, so that was pretty fun.
So you are an aficionado.
Not quite, but I'm sure that those pros would clean me out real short,
What do you?
But I do like it. I enjoy it.
Do you play for seeds?
No, we don't play for seeds. Actually, he's going to have a tournament, and he wanted me to donate a pack of these seeds for it. So
I would do that
we will be playing for seeds. That's great.
So, if you're a first time hash maker, which I'm asking for myself because I've never made hash, which method would you use? Would you use the wash or the sift?
Well, to get hash, you truly have to do the wash to actually call it hash, in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't know better.
Well, that's bubble hash, though. If you're talking about bubble hash, they do a lot of sift. So, but
like
yeah, bubble hash, Frenchie Cannoli, he was a aficionado of bubble hash, and he talks you through that. It's very cold. They just want to wash off the trichome heads. So it's very, very cold water.
Yeah, I like to get naked and run through the fields and get all that shit all over me.
Yeah, but you're gonna have some shrinkage involved with that.
Hey, we said that's what Tom's gonna do with all them buds, man. He's the one person I know that can make leg chara.
Hey, but if it's that, like, what's the word, volatile, that it kills anything like bugs and shit that gets in it, like in a temple ball, would that be considered like technically cleaning yourself? Like you could call it a shower. I don't know. I'm just talking now, but
like a trichome shower.
Body waxing.
It's a disinfectant.
That's an interesting thought. I could see them using that up in the space station or something.
Well, see, person, if you do that, I need to see the video of it for proof.
Oh,
that's gonna cost you
Hey, you gotta grow up
$29.95.
a purple panty dropper and let me smoke some first.
If it's really sticky, you could wax yourself running through.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, have you smoked that yet? Is it any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes like grape bubble gum.
Yeah, nice.
It's the humulene in it. I react pretty
pretty quickly to it, so it makes me cough more than like a regular strain. But some people aren't as sensitive. That like I'm kind of an anomaly because it gives me a rash if I touch like purple plant.
Wow.
Not
Like
familiar.
allergic to it somehow?
Yeah, just more sensitive to it.
That's why they call it the panty dropper.
Good luck to everybody that's getting involved in the giveaway. I'm sure if you don't make hash, I'm sure it'll smoke great too. Trikes
Oh,
are
yeah.
trikes.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? They're packed with trikes. They smoke great.
It seems like it'd be less work to do dry stiff versus bubble hash.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, bubble hash is very tedious. It's very hard to. I found the return wasn't as much as I thought it'd be, honestly. But that was my first try. So, but well, you saw Rocinante in his hash, so
Yeah, I
obviously
missed
somebody
that.
does. Yeah,
Damn.
I did too. But he told me about it, so that's
Well,
pretty cool.
It's on YouTube, so I'll have to check that out here after the show because
Absolutely.
I'm done making stuff. And
He's a paddle man, by the way. He doesn't use a washing machine. He uses a big paddle.
Yeah, we saw his rig. He had he does tissue culture too.
Yeah, he does. That's cool.
Yeah, he
was going to take.
stuff.
He took some of my Flow OG and put it in his tissue culture thing. So,
cool.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all know how I feel about bubble hash, right?
Uh-uh.
I hate it.
You
hate it.
doing it.
It's fucking cold and wet and sticky, and the only thing good about it is the smell. But it's not worth the squeeze for me.
When you
He
put
needed to set up like Rocinante had. He had like an automated machine going on there.
Yeah, if you have back trouble, you might want to have somebody help you.
I just dry sifted in my trim tray.
That's what I've been doing. I want to try
XYZ could build you a washing machine for it.
I could. Hell, I got some stuff that I just got done making models for. Now I just need the damn 3D printer to make them.
And it ain't coming in the mail. Man, that sucks.
Oh no, Amazon's screwing me. But I'm gonna give it till tomorrow, and then I'm gonna shit can that and send it to my house, I guess.
Hey, I want to real quick, and then we'll pull this name real fast. But Us and I told us he had those garland squares for under his pots, and they were exactly what I wanted. So I went to the Greenhouse Mega Store online and found them, the very ones, ordered them, XYZ, and it was like 2 days later, I realized I never got nothing about shipping or anything. So I got a hold of them, and they said we can't ship it until September 23rd or something like that, September 20th. And I'm thinking I need it way before then. So I had to cancel the order, and I found it on Amazon, and go figure it's coming Monday. At least they said, and I'm sure they told you you'd have yours by now too. So hopefully it comes.
So I got mine.
I think somebody was high in the delivery because it was in Memphis, and then it took a detour and went all the way up to Missouri.
Yeah,
Misery, as I call it. And and then it made a U-turn. Now it's back in Memphis. It's like it's at the shipping place, and it's been there, for 2 days. It's like, why can't you just put it on a truck and bring it? I even call them. I'm like, dude, I have the certification to go in your warehouses. I could walk in. I've got the clearance. I've got all that crap. I could go pick it up. And they're like, no, you can't do that. It's like, oh, you guys suck.
Oh, I'll save you some time. Yeah, that's all right. We're at 1:45. Should we pull the trigger? It's been 10 minutes. We got 27 people.
Let's do it.
Odds are good. Good luck, everyone.
Do it.
All right, let's do it. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck.
And here it comes.
4, 3, 2.
Anova! Woohoo! My buddy Anova.
Woohoo!
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Hey, you know what's crazy? He was in the chat earlier and said, he was in the chat. It's been a while since I've won. I think it's my time. I'm going to win or something like that. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Man, that was pretty cool. I read that earlier. He wrote that. I think it was Anova that wrote that. Good. Congratulations, Anova.
Nice.
Let's see where he was at here. Yeah, right here. Check it out. At 1:36 p.m., he wrote, "It's been a long time, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to win, and I'll be damned."
Self-fulfilling prophecy. I love it.
Got it.
And by the way, he's part of the Grower 420 crowd. So Anova.
Yes, I speak about the law of attraction, and to be honest with you, if you don't put shit out there and you don't make moves in life, shit's not going to happen for you. I'm sorry, but you got to go out and do stuff and put this positive shit out there in order to return or have stuff returned to you. And just like Anova did, he put that out there into the ether, and I'm pretty sure and they just responded. You know what I mean? He's obviously been doing something good. He's been a good boy somewhere. You know, and the law of attraction just rewards you like that. I'm a big believer in it.
Yeah, that's very similar to some of the stuff we've been talking about on the Black Hoodie Alchemy podcast is like manifestation and mental power and being meditation and all that stuff. So, if you do a meditation to be lucky, you have to go buy a lottery ticket to be lucky. Like, you got to do the thing to make the opportunity for it to happen. So, yeah, I totally get it, Ice and I.
That's cool, man. He's part of the Grow Room 420 crowd, like Artmann was saying, and I miss them on the Friday nights, you know.
Yeah.
But they are a very generous crew. They very down to earth gang, good growers, and fun to be around.
Discord.
They got the Discord.
Yeah, you know, it's chat and everything about it. Sorry.
That's all right. Take your time. Catch your breath, man.
That red Gatino is making me cough all the time. But you can hop over to Discord. It's a really friendly environment. Yeah, like I say, if you missed that vibe that they were putting out on the Fridays, you can go find it anytime in the chat room or whatever in the live streams, and like I say, competitions, prizes galore. You know, I mean, they're not shy of doing a few competitions and giving away. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
You're good.
Jace is on the prowl again. Somebody's trying to get in here. XYZ Vector come back. He had to go to the lobby and get a coffee.
Yeah, well, I was thirsty. I press some buttons and it's like doing stupid shit. I'm trying to do something here. Yeah, there you go. Finally, it's working. Even I have computer troubles.
I gotta get me I want to upgrade, man, and get me a wireless camera. The one I'm using plugs in. It's got a 20-foot cord. I want to get a wireless camera, and I want to get a microphone that's a little better. One that I can sit in front of me and talk, and it'll pick it up there instead of the laptop. But I also have to have, you know what I mean, for both of us to sit here and be able to talk.
Won't you need a boom for that too?
I don't know. That's just what I got to learn all that, what I need to buy.
The thing about those wireless cameras, if you're going to put it on your plants, is that anybody can park in front of your house and get into your network and see that.
Wouldn't they just steal my feed and see what I'm streaming, even if I have this camera plugged in?
I don't know.
Oh, you can plug it into your network?
It's plugged into my cam. It's plugged in. The camera plugs into my laptop, but the laptop's connected via Wi-Fi
Yeah. Or you want IP cameras are the best. You know what I mean? They're pretty secure, dedicated hard drive. You know what I mean? Not connected to anything, apart from just Ethernet to your hard drive.
That's a good point, though, Seed Person. It's one reason why I don't have like a blink camera and shit in there. I don't want somebody.
Who gives a shit? I don't really give a shit. I mean, I got one of those cheap Chinese webcams up in front of my front door. I don't care if anyone wants to go and look at my front garden. You know what I mean? They're quite welcome to. But yeah,
I got some of those cameras too.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'm not showing it anything, pointing at anything inside my house that sensitive. So
right,
other than my grow.
Yeah. If you want to watch some flowers grow, go ahead. It's like watching grass.
Paint dry, Later tonight, the Growing with My Fellow Growers show will be on. Well, been going to that show for a long time. I don't get there quite as often as I'd like, but I think tonight I'm going to have some free time. Hopefully, we'll see you guys over there.
That's cool. You got your tent going. Hey, on my avatar there's your next piece of automation right there. Spot and crispy.
Okay. Now, what are we looking at? A pump?
No, that's the controller for it.
It's got my name on it and my wife too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
You spelled Smizzle Pizzle wrong.
You spelled
damn it.
It's a little too much to write out one word, huh? Smizzle Pizzle.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. It kind of takes up that whole blank area too much.
All right.
Piz.
I have a question. How many lines, drip lines, or whatever, could I run off of this?
You could run up to. I've gotten 16 to go.
Okay, that might be what I want to use it for then.
Yeah. Well, there's another one too with Jace's name on it, and one with Berkshire, but they're all prototypes. So
I understand, and we're not ready.
What about the one with Monster's name on it?
Well, if the damn printer would show up, I could start making these things.
What? Yeah, that's the controller. Oh, look, Jace got he got a bucket full. What is that?
Starting the bucket.
Oh, you're putting a buck on them. What's up with this bucket system here?
So this is part of my automatic curing system. I think I showed you guys once.
Yeah.
But so that hose, those are little orange things. Those are check valves. So I'll attach a pump on the outside to the port right there. I got a hose I can attach to it.
Okay.
And then it comes on once a day whenever I program it for, and it pumps air into this bucket. And those have it's perforated, that line is.
Yep.
So it'll pressurize this bucket. And I use a gamma lid, so it's airtight, and then it'll pressurize this bucket, and then this other check valve over here will let the air escape. And then I use the Vita packs to hold it.
Okay,
hold it steady.
Dude, that's pretty cool. And so it just blows air in, blows the old air out, and you got it all the way going clear to the bottom. What?
Yeah,
is this made?
Yeah, I made this. So I use an aquarium pump.
Check.
I have one of those.
With
that thing's loud as fuck.
Yeah, and I got a manifold on it, so this one will do up to 6. Then you can buy bigger ones, and then you can close these valves individually if you want. And then I just hook it into my AC Infinity controller. I have an smart outlet controller, and I just program it. So I usually start off like at 2 minutes per cycle for like the first few days, and then I'll drop it down to 1 minute, so it only comes on for 1 minute a day. So this eliminates me having to burp jars all day, like 20, 30 jars a day. I can put it all in this one bucket.
Now, Jace, couldn't you just toss in the sensor, the temp and humidity sensor, and have it trip off
Yeah,
on
like
that?
a Govy, a good Govy or something in there would that way it'd come right to your phone. You wouldn't have to take the lid off to see it. You could have a reading on your phone.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I put those Bavita two-way packs in there. I think it helps regulate it. I know they're not the end all, but I think it gives it a nice safety net there. And I've never had any problems with it. I'll just
How
come
many?
in. So what? I wish I could find kind of like
Hackers?
dehumidifier racks, like like mesh racks, kind of like that dry herbs now, whatever that was. So you could stack them in there and have like a separation on it. But yeah, I've never had any problems with anything with it as far as like mold or anything.
Yeah, I think you what trivets they're called. You know what you'd find to put a cake on when it's cooling. They'd be ideal.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been looking for those. If I could find them, I would do it if they were reasonable. The only ones I found were for dehumidifiers or dehydrators, and they're kind of expensive. But yeah, this works. I've done it for several grows. This is the system we used at that commercial grow that I worked at. We built, I think we had like 100 buckets out there, these 5-gallon buckets.
I have seen a little commercially available, a little system that you just plug into any tub or container jar. And it's got a little monitor on the top, and it automatically burps it and everything. It cures, or it's part of the curing process. But yeah, I would suggest like that, like putting a humidity sensor in there if you wanted to. Just put a little window that's visible so you can look in it and see the humidity sensor inside.
Yeah, something, or like something wireless. Like I know they sell those wireless, or the Wi-Fi hygrometers. You can probably put one in there. Of course, those are kind of big though. I don't know if I'd want to put one of those big ones in there.
Or you could just use like an AC Infinity, one of the controllers. I don't know how many you got floating around there, but you probably have another one. Well, you're probably using it on your dry tan, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I've got one extra, but it's kind of on the fritz. It's the original one I had. It was kind of across the board on humidity. I wasn't really trusting it, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you could do that. Just drill another hole, and run that wire through. But yeah, like I said, I've never had any problem with humidity as far as usually by the time I get them here, they're dry pretty good. I'm pulling these a little bit earlier because I'm gonna be working this week, and I don't want to have to do this after I come home from work. And like what Smart was saying, they'll kind of finish off in the bucket, so it's better to pull them sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. Jace, on the private chat, I put a link in to those what you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
And they're $14
Yeah.
for two though, so they're not cheap.
Yeah, you can get about 2 pounds comfortably in this 5-gallon bucket. I mean, you could probably fit more than that, but you want an air gap in there. You don't want it bud all the way to the top.
Yeah.
No.
You want some to be able to move it through there a little bit, That's awesome. Hey, we're down the last couple minutes here, man. I'm glad you brought that up here. That's a pretty unique system. I've never seen anything exactly like that. I have seen a system before years ago that had a bucket system with bubblers on them, and it would like self burping or something. They had this thing, and there was a whole YouTube video. It was pretty cool. Dude had buckets hooked together. I was thinking it's not for me, but I love the thought process that went into it, and it was pretty ingenious,
Yeah, it's relatively inexpensive. Like your biggest cost is the gamma lid. Everything else is relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
But like I said, it just takes all that legwork out of having to burp all those jars every day.
It's quite reusable.
That's worth it to me.
So one purchase and you're good for years, you'll be using the same system for years. So it's like a little bit up front, but it's probably well worth it. So good deal. We can go around now. We'll do our goodbyes. We can start with you, Jace, while you're handy.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on again, guys. Always fun hanging out with you guys. Cheers to chat. You can find me on Instagram, OKJace20, and we'll see you guys Hump Day is Wednesday. That's right.
Right on.
Cheers.
Cheers. And up next, we'll go Ice and I. Getting blazed up.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. I just found this little fuck. How long has it been since you've seen one of these?
Oh, wow.
Forever, man.
I found it in my toolbox. I just thought I'd clean it out and use it. Bonus. But anyway, piss and puff, everyone. Catch everyone later.
Grower love. And up next, we'll do Seed Person since he's muted.
Not anymore.
I was going
to say. I'm seedperson1 on Instagram or seedperson1@gmail.com. And it was good to see everyone. I'm glad I made it. And I'm going to get back to work and have a room to show you guys hopefully in 2 weeks. We'll see. All right, grow love and have a great week.
Nice work on that room, man. It's looking like it's coming together quick. And that's an important part, that first layout. That way everything's nice and level, flush, you hang your board, everything goes well, so that's cool to see that. Up next, we can do XYZ.
Thanks for having me on, guys, and I hope everybody has a good rest of their Sunday. And don't forget to eat your donuts today.
Oh.
I'm all sugared out, man. I'm like, oh.
I'm smelling the slow cooker sausage. I'm ready to rock and roll. Up last week, we'll say thanks to Artmann, definitely for bringing on the seeds and always being a good grower and giving the seeds away. And now you're a dedicated seed sponsor for Let's Be Buds, and I think it's great that you share the strains. People were so freely sharing with you. Thanks to the chat. Congratulations to Innova. And Artmann's up next.
Artmann, 2 M's, 420 _ over on Instagram. And congratulations to Innova. I will talk to you soon. And it was a great show, though.
Yeah.
Vibes rule.
That's right.
Yes, they do. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. And we'll catch you Wednesday. Grow love.
Feels good to be up and running.
Oh,
again. Hopefully this all goes great. We'll see you guys around. Grow love.
Peace.